sharing details of the seizure of more than 80 vehicles.
Ferrari 458 Italia worth $280,000.
You won't believe what the feds just uncovered in Floyd Mayweather's garage. We're talking tens of millions worth of luxury cars, all gone. Bugattis, Rolls-Royce Phantoms, Lamborghinis, even his one-of-a-kind Ferraris, seized. But this isn't just about a flashy car collection. This is part of a much bigger investigation that's been quietly building around Floyd for a while now. It all ties back to a scandal brewing in New York involving real estate fraud, mounting lawsuits, and long-standing unpaid debts. Classic Mayweather, living like a billionaire, but behind the scenes? A different story. Federal agents didn't roll in casually either. They came in force, armed with court orders, and raided Floyd's Los Angeles mansion like something straight out of Fast and Furious. Their main target? That legendary car collection he's been flaunting for years. Over 30 exotic rides, neatly packed into his custom-built garage, gone. Just like that. According to reports, this wasn't your typical repo job. This was a full-blown federal seizure, backed by a court judgment. The feds moved in after Floyd allegedly violated several contracts and defaulted on major debts linked to a high-end real estate deal in New York. This wasn't just about missing payments. We're talking serious legal breaches. As a result, federal agents confiscated an insane lineup of vehicles, including multiple Bugatti Veyrons and even a rare Koenigsegg CCXR. These aren't just cars, they're multi-million-dollar status symbols, and now they're in government custody.
Options, options, options. I got about 100 cars, but right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, Lambo, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the McLaren, the original McLaren. Bentley, Rolls, the Maybach truck or Maybach truck, whatever you want to call it.
And it gets worse. They didn't just stop at the exotic supercars. Dirt bikes, ATVs, motorcycles, even some of the more regular rides like Hellcats and Chargers, all gone. The feds cleared out everything. They didn't just hit his luxury stash. They emptied the entire garage like they were hitting reset on Floyd's whole lifestyle. Now, let's rewind, because this didn't happen overnight. It all started with a low-key real estate scandal in New York that flew under the radar for a minute. Floyd reportedly bought 2 high-end luxury flats in Manhattan, claiming they were penthouses worth millions. He even flaunted them on social media like they were straight out of asterisk lifestyles of the rich and famous. But behind the scenes, the paperwork didn't add up. There were questions about ownership, shady financing, and whether Floyd ever actually paid in full. What looked like another Mayweather flex may have been smoke and mirrors. And that's where the real trouble began.
My lifestyle, showing people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Here's the twist. Neither of them actually own the properties outright. One was tied up in a shady lease agreement, and the other was essentially an Airbnb flip, something he never had the legal right to promote or sell in the first place.
I mean, Floyd Mayweather, in this article, it states that he's spending $402 million in real estate investment in a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio in Upper Manhattan. The portfolio includes over 60 buildings and is one of the city's largest real estate deals of the year.
Wow. Well, thank you, Floyd Mayweather, for investing into New York real estate.
Yeah, okay. And I'm pointing like this because all we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. This is what we do. All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
A Nigeria media company, Zenny Media Concept Limited, was promised promotional deals with Floyd tied to those apartments. But Floyd never showed up, never did the promotions, yet still cashed the check. That move backfired, leading to a $2.4 million court judgment against him. The feds used that ruling as a green light to start seizing assets, and they went straight for what Floyd valued most, his cars.
I just want to show people how I live on a daily basis. Just like it's real. So we got this. I like to call this house right here the Palace. It's just the EWB. Extended wheelbase. Gucci pillows. All depends on how you want to close the door. Stop talking on the film. I didn't show you guys this. I bought this like 4 or 5 days ago. I got all type of toys, Apple TV, espresso machine, all type of crazy stuff. Talked about this yesterday. It's blue on the seats. Crocodile Himalaya, 110,000. That's what we do. Live life, have fun, work hard, play hard. Show you guys my lifestyle.
Here's where it gets wild. For years, people questioned how Floyd was still maintaining that flashy lifestyle. The private jets, diamond-encrusted watches, stacks of cash, and a fleet of luxury cars. But now, it started to look like a lot of it was just smoke and mirrors.
Money made, money made, money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
Now, multiple people who've worked with him, jewelers, car dealers, and more, are coming out of the woodwork, claiming they were never paid. Apparently, Floyd was literally driving off in million-dollar cars without ever completing the paperwork.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. I told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
Floyd built his entire persona around being Money Mayweather, but behind the scenes, the cracks are showing. There's a growing list of debts, lawsuits, and unpaid bills, ranging from $30 million in back taxes to a $15 million hit from a fraudulent investment scheme, and even a $7 million burglary at his Vegas mansion. The truth is, this man is bleeding money.
B
be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
So, y'all gotta know the difference between.
And while he was out here preaching that it's not about money, it's about legacy, the IRS was quietly gearing up to take his garage.
I don't know what we should take out tonight. We got so many choices. But it's always gotta be black, always been black, as you can see. Ferrari. Cameraman, follow me. We got Ferraris, we got Lambos, got choices. So we got choices. Come on, follow me. Come on, let's go. We got choices. Original McLaren, as you guys can see. Head to door.
Let's be real, Floyd's car collection wasn't just a flex. It was a cornerstone of his entire persona. He didn't just want to be the best in the ring. He wanted to look like he was richer than everyone else doing it. We're talking about a garage that featured 4 Bugatti Veyrons, each worth around $3.3 million. A Koenigsegg CCXR, valued at $4.8 million, with only 2 in the world. A Ferrari Enzo, Lamborghini Aventador, McLaren 650S, multiple Rolls-Royce Phantoms, Cullinans, Bentleys, and a Maybach. He even had color-coordinated fleets. Black cars for LA, white cars for Vegas. This wasn't just wealth, it was branding.
When you're the best, you only deal with the best. So today, I purchased 3 vehicles. Give them the breakdown, Chadwick. Give them
2025 Cadillac Escalade V ESV. This is the supercharged motor version. But the best car you purchased is
what about this? I bought this today.
brand new 2025 matte blue G63 AMG.
And let's walk down here. Check this out. Come. My new toy. Give me the breakdown.
This is a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. This is the most rare of all the Chirons ever produced. One of 60. This is a 1-of-1 spec. All of the whole body is carbon fiber exposed in blue, and it's been painted. You can see there's blue exposed carbon as you.
Even his longtime chauffeur, Bruce the Driver Miller, used to talk about how unpredictable Floyd was with his rides. One day, he'd pull out the Enzo, the next day a Phantom just to grab snacks. But now, that entire fantasy garage, it's been reduced to evidence in a growing federal investigation. And let's not pretend this is some shocking twist. Floyd's been playing financial Jenga for years. It was only a matter of time before it all started to collapse.
How does that guy not pay taxes? How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen, he apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like
That's BS.
something.
That is
That
BS.
they said something.
Time out. He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
How long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced, I'll get your calls in a second, they did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather Pacquiao fight was. $100 pay-per-view.
Back in 2009, JP Morgan sued Floyd over unpaid loans on a Maybach, and they repossessed it. Fast forward to 2021, and jeweler Leonard Somonov hit him with a $3.8 million lawsuit for unpaid luxury watches. Floyd straight up ghosted him. That same year, reports surfaced that he allegedly owed Gervonta Tank Davis a staggering $34 million in back pay from past fights. this pattern isn't new. It's a trail of unpaid debts and burned bridges going back over a decade.
I was in a lose-lose situation. Now,
What?
came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, oh, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
This little situation that he put me in to, make me lose what he thought.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Pedraza. Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like 10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. He's like you sitting on a shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me, it's
like, how could you? Nigga, I was the one that was giving you game when I was going through it.
Yeah.
When I was at the lowest part of my career, I was telling y'all niggas how so you wouldn't have to get here. And now it's like betrayal almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time, after like I guess again, after what we think he helped you come to the game, he gave you the spotlight. Like, why would he try to diminish your career?
Because at that time, I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to bring up but it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with the daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So.
And now, in 2024, the Nigeria media firm's lawsuit officially opened the door for the feds to start seizing Floyd's property.
I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather.
Disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks, or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on.
This isn't just one guy forgetting to pay his bills. This is a clear pattern. Floyd's been living like he's still pulling in 9 figures every fight, but the checks just aren't what they used to be. Now, the walls are closing in.
At one point, you were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra card. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So like, what?
We all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked.
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like, they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically, you speak to his manager.
Yeah.
He's like, this is Floyd's price. You send the money over.
Yeah.
The manager makes his little cut from it.
Mm-hmm.
And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right. And you just basically give him his script and he just does.
How can we forget Logan Paul? He literally went on record saying Floyd never paid him the full amount he was owed.
You fight Floyd or something?
Yeah.
Did he pay you to lose?
Nah,
What happened?
No, he didn't pay me
him at all.
He didn't pay me. I think I won that fight. I think I won. He didn't knock out a YouTuber in 8 rounds.
Floyd's my homie. He's a cool dude.
Fucking tell him to pay me, bro.
How much you owe you?
Probably between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
We're talking millions here, not pocket change. Logan straight up said, he owes me a few $1 million. And it's been over a year. Imagine getting punched in the face for 8 rounds by a boxing legend, and then not even getting your paycheck. That's wild.
Go through this with Mayweather.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's honestly bullshit. Like, having people who aren't a professional promotional company control where the money goes is like, we made that mistake. but you know it's Floyd Mayweather. So before we fought him, we kind of were willing to do whatever, and now after the fact, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot because he's a scumbag. But now that we know that, and everyone else who fights Floyd should know that, like, don't let him control the money.
Would you ever fight him again under any circumstances?
No, he wanted to. He reached out.
Yeah.
But like,
no.
Yeah.
What about double or nothing?
Yeah. Double or nothing. Yeah, I already got nothing, bro. So
It was fun though?
Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna change the way you do business when it comes to boxing now?
Yeah. Me and my brother.
Thanks so much.
Of course, yeah. I gotta go, y'all.
Thank you so much.
You had fun doing it though?
Oh yeah.
I think we're done,
What's
guys.
wrong with my life, dude?
Thank you so
Thanks, Logan.
Logan even had to bring lawyers into the mix, and last we heard, he's still waiting on that money. Meanwhile, Floyd played it cool the whole time, posting pics with stacks of cash, while Logan's out here trying to track down what he's owed. That's straight up shady.
That guy was doing shit in the ring I'd never seen before. Yo, one time, I was like hunkered over, and I was like by his hip, and he kind of had me in a headlock. Motherfucker opens his glove and puts his hand over my mouth. Stop breathing. So I couldn't breathe. I'd never seen this before. And opposite side of the ref. He knew where the ref was. He knew to cover my mouth. Straight up in the middle of the fight, I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, what the fuck? I just missed 2 breaths. Fact. Smart boxer, you know, that's the guy who's been to the ring before. He's smart. He knows his way in and out. No, I got paid. Just not in full. Like, there's a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got no fucking jet. What the fuck, dude? I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The art has happened. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you. We're coming for your millions, and the last thing you change.
But it doesn't stop there. Chael Sonnen, the MMA loudmouth who never holds back, has been calling Floyd out for years.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
You know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
When Floyd told the world he made $300 million off the Conor McGregor fight, Chael was quick to call it out, saying, nah, that math ain't math. He accused Floyd of faking the numbers to inflate his image, while the IRS was already knocking at his door.
You'll see reports. You mentioned 100 million for Floyd. The reports are 130. First off, he's never gotten 100 million for a flight, not even remotely close. But there's reports of 130. Wow. There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year, over Cristiano Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is. And there's public companies they do business with. HBO would be one of them. Find an executive to back the claim. It's never happened and it won't be.
And how do you know it's bullshit?
He makes very good, because I know the fight business. I've been in the fight business my whole life.
He even revealed that Floyd's own business manager told him the real number was way lower, that all those cash stacking videos were just smoke and mirrors to keep the illusion alive.
Why has it always come to money?
Why not? I mean, everything you got on costs money. Everything you do costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. I'm loyal and honest. And I'm a good person. And I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money. And without money, I'll be the same person. I fought so many fights for free.
You're getting emotional now.
No, not at all. No, I'm thinking. You know, I'm always thinking. How can I get better? How can our company grow? How can I continue to teach people around me how to fish? And I don't want to fish for.
At this point, people are seriously asking, is Floyd about to go broke? He's reportedly spending $75 million a year, rocking a $15 million diamond watch, and hasn't stopped buying new cars and jewelry, all while owing millions in taxes and facing lawsuits.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're gonna get through this. That's tough, because anybody know about business, you don't keep that type of money in just regular account. So I had to wire the money from somewhere. Okay? So I wired the money to the account, and when I wired it to the account, I went straight to the bank. I go to the bank myself to make sure shit get done. Because the thing is that I can't make all the money unless somebody else do all the dictating and do all the control.
And let's not forget the weirdest part. Floyd keeps fighting exhibition matches, like the one with Logan Paul, insisting it's just for fun. But promoters like Eddie Hearn aren't buying it. They've been saying for a while these exhibitions aren't about legacy. They're about liquidity. You can only flex for so long before reality catches up. Now, with his entire car collection seized and his financial history under a microscope, it looks like the Money Mayweather image is finally collapsing.
What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht and you big balling. And you won't cut these people their money? Now, Skip, I believe that he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down $200, $300 million, Skip. But it looks to me that a major driving force between him, because I always thought it was Conor that wanted the fight. He wanted the big payday.
Yep.
But deep down, Floyd needed this payday because he got to settle the score. And let me tell you how the IRS works.
Do you have experience?
I have experience with this. Experience. What they like to do, if you owe them, they're not going to send you a letter right away. They like that thing to occur.
So what's next? Floyd Mayweather spent decades building a legacy. Untouchable in the ring, unstoppable in the bank, untouchable in life. But the feds just sent a major message. All that glitz, the cars, the garage flexes on IG, it was all collateral. With his name now tied to shady real estate deals, unpaid taxes, lawsuit after lawsuit, and a federal raid on his garage, it's hard not to wonder, is this the beginning of the end? Maybe the man who once called himself the best ever is about to learn the hard way that you can't dodge the IRS.so. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. Is Floyd actually broke, or is this just another flex gone wrong? Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.